Extra surplus here this evening, Thursday evening, July 27th. Hope y'all are having a great day and a great week. So we had a couple of problems with scheduling on interviews, so we're doing a DIY video today. So in the past, I've made some really great DIY fire starters out of sawdust, egg cartons, and candles. So I want to walk you through that today and show you kind of what we do, what we end up with, and how to do it. So first thing we're going to do is get my pot of wax on the stove here and get it cooking. I'm using my favorite Coleman 503 stove today. We'll put a couple of fresh cups in it so it'll burn good and hot. I'm going to start it using my Forever Max. These things are great. So it's a little fire starter soaked with lighter fluid called the Forever Max. There we go. Stick that right back in there. Ready for another use. Yes, we sell these at the store. So this is heating up pretty quick. Go ahead and trim our flame. So just got a cheap dollar store pot here using the metal old candles. So old candles, garage sales, thrift stores, anywhere you can find a 25 cent or 10 cent, or check around, you can probably find a bunch of free melted candles or used candles that nobody wants anymore. We're just going to throw this in the pot. It's going to take a little while for that to get warm. But earlier today, I went ahead and poured up 4 of these and cut out one to test just to see how long it burned. So we use the paper mash egg cartons. They work best. Styrofoam, no way. So I put a little bit of dryer lint in here, a little bit of sawdust. The sawdust that I have actually was left over from trimming out this ring. So it's primarily cedar sawdust with a little bit of pine mixed in it. Smells good, burns great. Also dryer lint. I save dryer lint out of our dryer from doing laundry. Just kind of helps that fire burn quick. So what I do is I'll put a little bit of dryer lint in the bottom and then fill it up with sawdust. And then when our wax is hot, we'll melt it and pour it in there. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this apart. Trauma shears are great for doing this kind of stuff. So the one that I poured up earlier and tested burned for about 10 minutes before it was not very useful. But 10 minutes is long enough to light, even if you have damp wood or if it's been raining out. That's long enough to light some damp wood to get your campfire going. So get these all cut out. So this is what you end up with. You can throw these in a Ziploc bag. You can mash them up, fold them over, fold your ears in, throw them in a Ziploc, throw them in your bug out bag, camping supplies. You can use these for starting your fire at home in your fireplace, pretty much anywhere you want to start a fire. All right, wax is heating up. So while we're standing here waiting, I'm going to light one, but I'm not going to burn it because I don't want to smoke the room up, but I'll show you just how easy these do light. So this paper is porous enough, and the wax, when it's hot, it actually runs all the way through and completely saturates your paper. So this whole thing that turns into a candle. So we'll use this one right here. Use our Forever Match. It doesn't take but a second. These light really easy. You light all 4 corners. And here in about a minute, you'll have a fully 'Fully' 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 'Ful Snuff that out. Since this is completely impregnated in wax, you could actually just dunk it in water to kill it, and it's not gonna ruin it. It's pretty much waterproof at this point. So if you had a fairly dry fire that you wanted to light and it lit within just a minute or two, pull this out, dunk it in some water, set it in the sunshine, and reuse it. So we're going to start getting our tray ready here. So I'm going to pull out some chunks of dryer lint. You don't want much in there, just, gumball size. Put those in there like that. That lint really soaks up the wax well. Kind of hard to incorporate the sawdust in with it, so you kind of have to break them off in little bitty chunks like that. Just kind of roll them around. Then we'll start taking our sawdust. Fill these up. You don't want to get them too full because it's just not necessary. Kind of pack those down a little bit. I'll rake some of that over into here. When the wax hits it, it'll kind of shrink up and sink just a little bit, but not a whole lot. Okay, I think that's got it for that. Oh, and tonight, since it's just me, I don't have commenting turned on, but feel free to ask any questions and I'll answer them as soon as I can. So we've got our tray ready. Wax is going pretty good. In fact, we've got enough wax melted already. There was some already in the bottom of the pot. So I'm going to lift this guy out right here and just set him off to the side. Got one more piece in there. Just for a little color. And we'll go ahead and turn our burner off. We don't really want it to melt or to boil. We want it melted, not boiling. Okay. We've got, I don't know if you can see that, it's kind of hard to see clear liquid in a pot, but we're just going to start pouring this in here nice and slow. And I put an extra layer of cardboard under this. You'll want to use like an aluminum foil cookie sheet or something. You definitely want a pot with a pour spout because the wax is not very well behaved when you try to pour it. And it retains its heat enough that you don't have to be in a hurry. The little air bubbles will start kind of working to the top, and you can go back and, if you want, top it off with a little extra wax. We have plenty here. That one needs a little more. So you can see it's already starting to migrate through the paper on the egg carton. All the way through, it'll come up, it'll soak up all the way into these little cones in the middle. So that is how you make a do-it-yourself fire starter. They're great, they're cheap, start saving dryer lint. If you have a cabinet shop or a sawmill or a job site next to you that's building a house, you can go find their table saw, should have a big pile of sawdust under it, or make your own. I don't know, chainsaw sawdust works good. They're a little bit bigger pieces, but it's kind of warm in here. I did the first one in the back today and had to go put the egg carton in the freezer because it was so hot in the back of the shop, the wax wouldn't set up. So anyway, this is what we end up with. You make half a dozen of these and have enough fire starters to set you for a while. Anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to comment or post, and we'll be doing more DIY videos as we go along. Next week we have an interview lined up, but we'll try to keep you entertained. Everybody, thanks for watching. Appreciate your support, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.